Hi, my name is Rich Croson. I live right over here behind the church on Grimsby Street, and I'm very grateful for everything everyone's doing. I lost everything, all my clothes, furniture, but through the kindness of everybody and the generosity being bestowed upon me, I'm very appreciative. You know, I had no clothes. Red Cross came in, they gave me clothes, food, and the community's coming together like I've never seen before anywhere. I've been in the military for 10 years, and I was always the one giving aid. I've been to some of the worst places in the world, but now I'm in need of aid. So I look at disasters in a totally different light. And I'm just very grateful for the kind people to feed me and clothe me and give me power.
So tell me about your experience here. You guys stayed and rode out the storm here in your house.
Yes, sir.
One-story house.
One-story
So what
home.
was that night like?
I came outside, I guess it was, about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. maybe, and it was just windy. And I had borrowed my brother's truck, and he says, if you see water, get out of there, don't ruin my truck. I says, no, it's just windy, it was fine. I walked inside, used the bathroom, and grabbed a cigarette, and I was stepping back outside to smoke. Maybe I was gone 10 minutes from the time I talked to my brother, and then within that 10 minutes, the water was 4 feet deep. Wow. It was not a gradual thing coming up. It was just like a dam broke. And at that point, I was stuck in the house, and the water just kept rising and rising. It was like when you fill up your bathtub. It came up that quick. But it had to be millions and millions of gallons to do that for the whole neighborhood. And I sat on my steps and watched it go up. One more step, one more, into my front door. It blew all my windows out in my basement, and the house filled up like a fish tank. My wife grabbed the animals, headed to the attic. I went up the attic steps, and I watched the water, but it kind of stopped at the first floor, and it stayed there. I guess Mother Nature hit her level. And then we stayed there, and the water receded the next morning. By the next morning, the water was gone in the street. But of course, the basement stayed filled for 2 days. And everybody started their cleanup after that. Everybody helped each other. And the weird thing is, I've been living here for about 4.5, 5 years now. And I didn't even know some of my neighbors' names. You wave to them in the street, how you doing, and you go about your business. But now we're family. We're in and out of each other's homes. Everyone's on a first name basis. People knock on my door. Hey, I found a sweatshirt that would fit you at the Red Cross. I was thinking about you. And I do the same. The people behind me, they were fortunate enough not to lose power. Never met them before because there's an 8-foot fence that separates our yard. Well, that fence got torn down from the hurricane. So when they were rebuilding it, I made friends with my neighbor. They didn't lose power. They were kind enough to let me run an extension cord to their house.
That's awesome.
So I get to plug in a little electric heater at night and a light bulb, and I wouldn't trade it for $1 million.
That's awesome. But what has the church been like? You're across from the church, Oasis Church, with Pastor Tim. What have you seen? How have you observed them?
What they're doing is unparalleled to anything I've ever seen. The next day, my neighbor, she started like her own little Red Cross thing on the corner. And then when Pastor Tim started, we brought all of our stuff over here. And it's just every day it gets better and better. The food started coming in, the people start coming in, and this is like the meeting place for the community. And it's just I mean, words can't express what's
Yeah.
been done. I wish I was a poet, and I could, you know, express myself even better because
Yeah.
I got all of these ideas in my head,
Yeah.
and I just can't, you know. My wife, she left, and she hasn't. Well, she came back for a couple of hours one day, and I tell you what, I didn't want her here. You know, I didn't want her in 4 feet of water and all of the muck and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she's safe. But you know what? In a way, she missed out, and not on the work that had to be done, but she missed out on the generosity.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
That's right. That's right.
And, you know, she never experienced it. And I tell her the stories like I just told you, but to actually live it, it's a totally different feeling. I'll give you a quick story. The jacket I'm wearing right now, I was fortunate enough to get from the church. I put my hand in the pocket because I had no jacket. And there was a note inside the jacket. And the young man said, I forget his age, but he said, "My name is Justin. I literally gave you the jacket off my back."
Wow.
And, see, I'm getting choked up.
Yeah.
And he said, "I hope you come through this devastation okay. And when you get on your feet, please give me a call." And he wrote his phone number on it. And I'll carry that letter with me to the day I die. And of course, I plan on trying to track this young man down wherever he is. I don't care if it's in another state.
Yeah.
And I want to meet this young man because this jacket meant more to me than anything possible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Bless you.